Hey there, and welcome into another exciting episode of A for Effort. I'm your host, Matt, and I'm happy to say that our new unofficial sponsor of the podcast is AMC A-List. $19.95 a month gets you 3 movies a week, and that includes 3D and IMAX at local AMC theaters in your area. Check AMC.com for offer availability and theater listings. Today, I'm happy to say, is our 50th episode, not including my best of 2017 and my most anticipated of 2018 and my mid-year awards. I have seen 47 movies. I'm so happy that I've gotten the chance to review 47 movies for you this year. It's crazy to think we have reached the 50th episode of A for Effort this quickly, and I'm so excited that today's movie is Creed 2. A little backstory. Growing up, Rocky was one of my dad's all-time favorite characters and movies to watch. I have seen Rocky 1 through 5 probably 100 plus times each. Anytime one of them was on, the movie was on. And ever since then, I have always felt a connection to him through these movies. Creed was no different. I had an ultimate connection with my dad through the first Creed film because of the fact that they gave Rocky cancer in that film, and that's what my dad passed away of. And so I had an ultimate connection to that film. I thought it was absolutely incredible. It really took the franchise of Rocky and made it that much better. So going into Creed 2, I had high expectations. I'll tell you, one of those expectations was please, please, please don't kill Rocky. And I'm glad to say, in spoilers, that he did not die. I don't know if I'd have made it through this movie if they killed Rocky Balboa. Ryan Coogler did not return to direct, which did not take away from this film, to be quite honest. It was a little bit more Stallone written and collaborated than previous films, and by that I just mean that when he does tend to write or direct a film, you can tell that Stallone had something to do with it, and this was very much in that vein. But Stephen Capel Jr. directed the film, and Ryan Coogler executive produced, which means, it's his character, it's his franchise, so he gets to be on it. I hope he had a little bit of writing input, because I truly did 100% enjoy this movie. It was great. I felt all the emotions I expected to feel from a Rocky movie. Cheering, sadness. It was thought-provoking. It was absolutely incredible. The movie starts, and here I'm thinking, okay, maybe we'll get another little flashback into Adonis's past. But no, we dive right in to what's going on in the Drago's life, in Ivan and Victor Drago's life, and it was a great scene. And one of the things I loved the most about this movie was you had family dynamics occurring from 3 different directions. You had what happened to Ivan after he lost to Rocky and the effect it's had on his son Victor. The Creed perspective, which was what happened with Adonis after Apollo died and what his life has been like since the world has found out that he is a Creed, and all these little details, and the fact that he himself is trying to start a family with Bianca. And then the last one, which is probably the one that got me the most, was Rocky, the Balboas. Obviously, if you've seen any of the previous 2, Rocky Balboa or Creed, you know that Adrian is dead. And one of the things that I loved about Balboa was the father-son dynamic, that Robert Balboa wanted nothing to do with the Balboa name, but he was stuck with it. And in Creed, you find out that he's upset that Rocky's upset that his son wants nothing to do with him and the name Balboa. But in this movie, you find out that he just won't call him, that he won't take the next step to get in contact and be in his son's life. And one of the more incredible moments, touching moments, the moment that got me shedding tears, was when Rocky went to his son's house at the end of the movie to reconcile, and it was just a beautiful scene, and it was just an overall wonderful, wonderful, wonderful scene. Obviously, the movie stars Michael B. Jordan back as Adonis Creed, Sylvester Stallone in his 8th turn as Rocky Balboa, Tessa Thompson's back as Bianca, and Felicia Rashad is back as Adonis Creed's mother / Apollo Creed's widow. Dolph Lundgren returns as Ivan Drago, and the new cast is rounded out by Russell Hornsberry, Wood Harris. Milo Ventimiglia is back as Robert Balboa. Bridget Nielsen has a cameo as her character from Rocky IV. And Florent Montunya, aka Big Nasty, is Victor Drago. I truly had a great time at this movie. There's 3 fights, so that's always great when you get to have 3 fights. The first one had 3, but it was a small one at the beginning in Mexico, the sparring match, or 4 fights. The sparring match in the Delphi, the warm-up fight with Rocky's old friend, and then obviously the fight at the end. This movie picks up with Creed getting his shot at the title, and he wins the belt, and then it's 2 fights against Victor Drago. One that ends badly, and one that ends the way you expect it to. And I had a really great time. I can't deny this at all. I really enjoyed myself in this movie. It was everything I needed it to be. I just loved the family dynamics that you got. One of the things I loved was the Dragos. Like, you felt bad for the Dragos because, you know, it was said that Ivan was disowned by country and by wife, Bridget Nielsen, for losing to Balboa. And so him and his son, you find them at the beginning of the movie living in the Ukraine, boxing in the Ukraine, trying to make something of themselves in the Ukraine, and they get their chance to come to America and fight Creed. And, you know, obviously ESPN picks it up and all these things, and they're talking about, oh, the legacy, you know, dad died at the hands of Ivan, now he's a chance to honor his dad by fighting Victor Drago. But the thing is like, they make you feel for Victor because all he wants to do is help his dad get back to Russia by winning boxing matches, and then also win back the heart of his mother, who he barely knows because she disowned dad before he was even born. And again, what a movie. I loved it. I loved all the dynamics between characters. I mean, if there was ever a role that Sylvester Stallone was born to play, it's this one. He is amazing as Rocky Balboa. Like I said earlier, 8 times. 8 times Stallone has played Rocky Balboa, and I doubt it'll be the last. I hope there's some way we work out a Creed 3, see how that goes. I mean, if they ended it here, I would be okay with it. The way it ended, they ended Rocky's story great. You know, they ended Adonis' story great. They ended the Drago story great. Like, it was just the icing on the cake that I never knew I needed. Like, I loved the fact that we got to tie up loose ends with Rocky Balboa, the movie, with his son and everything that happened in that movie. Tie up loose ends from Rocky IV with what happened to Ivan Drago, and continue to tell the story of Adonis Creed, all in one movie. What a great movie it was, and I'm so excited to have AMC A-List so I can see more movies again and start coming back to you with a lot more episodes through the end of the year, as well as in the foreseeable future in 2019. But the moment you've all been waiting for, our 50th episode, Creed 2 gets an A++. 2 pluses for Creed 2. Phenomenal film. Had a wonderful time at this movie. I got to feel all the emotions I wanted to feel from a Rocky movie. I can't speak highly of it enough. Get out, go see it, enjoy yourself, because if you feel anything at a Rocky movie, then you deserve to see this movie in the theaters. Like I said, I'm so excited to have AMC A-List and be able to get out and see as many movies as I possibly can. Get out, maybe see some IMAX, finally see a 3D movie. I've been kind of nervous to see that, but I will. I think I might get out and check it out. I have been your host, Matt. Thank you for listening to 50 episodes of A for Effort. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Come back to us next time on another exciting episode of A for Effort, when we will have another quality movie review.